Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Titans, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Jackson to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken right at the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You talk about this Titan defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Ravens sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a set. Derrick Henry all alone.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action now. Levis.
Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And the Titans first down.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis.
It's complete to Hopkins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Now Levis. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Levis, quick completion out wide.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. Oh, look at the juke. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, Tennessee.
Levis.
And he's got it. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 6 yards away.
And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Jackson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson.
His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson. This is caught.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Last play of the half, Willis. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the sideline he goes.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Levis looking to throw.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8.
33-yard line.
Right back to Spears.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Levis on 3rd down.
They set up the screen for Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Here's Levis.
catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
At the Ravens 21-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
81 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. To throw, here's Willis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On second down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
This could be the turning point. Yeah, keep it up. This could be the turning point.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Second and a couple.
Here's Jackson to throw.
The short one there, caught by Likely.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And Levis completes this out wide. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Levis to throw it. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A first down carry for Henry.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down, Titans.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever.